It's our last 2 weeks crossing the Atlantic. The waves get big, life gets uncomfortable, our filming goes to pot, our crew gets seriously sick, and we finally see land. You're going to want your life jackets on for this one. Morning all. Safe to say this weather was neither forecast nor welcome. It's very choppy, really choppy.
Morning.
Bit rolly, isn't it?
Yeah, the wind's picked up. It's gusting up to 32 at the moment. Sea state 3 to 4 metres, I think.
It's a bit gross.
Yeah, the boat's rolling quite a bit, so it's a bit uncomfortable underneath. But out here, it's not too bad. Once we can see it, we've got 3 reefs in the main, and we've got the staysail out, and we're doing 6.7 knots, so we're getting there.
Never mind, we'll deal with it, we always do.
Yeah. Entirely sure what day of the crossing this is, but it's a Friday. It's been pretty difficult for everyone. Everyone is struggling somewhat, either with seasickness or tiredness at the moment. Sea state is not great. The boat's rocking a hell of a lot, which is grinding everyone down really. And this looks like it's going to be with us for until the end.
Our crew member Paul had become seriously sick and couldn't keep even the smallest sips of fluid down. In the 30-degree heat, this was becoming a concern, as he'd been vomiting for almost 24 hours. We could only hope that the sea state would calm down. Instead, the waves got bigger, and Paul got even sicker. There was no option but to crack out the medical kit. Administering intramuscular injections of anti-sickness medications and getting a cannula in for IV fluids in those seas is no small feat.
Pretty much sums up the boat at the moment. We've got squalls, a number of them all around the boat, which are these isolated areas of rain that bring a lot of wind. And that was happening all last night, so I haven't had much sleep, probably about an hour, I'd imagine. Today is going to be a bit of a squally day. Just need to get through today. So everyone's quite tired, and the sea state hasn't let. Sea state hasn't let up yet. It's a bit choppy. So yeah, lovely day at sea.
Day 17. The sea state is still a state. as are the occupants of SV Rhythm right now. Last night was a hell of a night. I don't know how many squalls we had to come through. We had to dive twice in the grossness. Had to fix the main sheet, pull the halyard up, sort out the dive preventer because that did something after our entire boom dipped in the water when we rolled so heavily. There's still a bit of a crew member down at the moment. Still got Paul on IVs. So just don't you splash me, see. We're not on good terms. We're not on good terms. It's the sea state. The rolling is just incessant. It's relentless. I have nothing good to say today. I'd actually just like to take a moment to congratulate myself for getting a cannula in to pour Paul in these sea states. It was worse yesterday than it is currently now, and it only took me about, I don't know, I was so dehydrated and everything kept bloody moving. I don't know, I think it was like a temp 6, but yeah, that in itself is worth a moment of recognition, because boy was that tricky, and the whole world is moving violently. You're holding a needle. Yeah, a moment of a pat on the head with a pat on the back. A pat on the back. Bloody hell.
I would also like to give some recognition to my loving wife, who managed to do an incredibly hard task in a difficult environment, looking after crew and carrying on with the watch system after very little sleep. Currently 3 p.m. It's currently 3 a.m. It's on my night watch at the moment. Better than last night, as this time last night as well the squalls were hitting, but not tonight thankfully. Got just over 800 miles to go, and yeah, hopefully we'll be there some point towards the end of next week. Hopefully.
How's breakfast?
Rolling.
Another day. Still rolling.
Yeah.
Right. It's the day after yesterday. I don't even know, which was the day I winched down the camera. Very, very sleep deprived. I've had a little bit more sleep now, which is about the only thing that has changed, because it's still windy. We still don't have that nice Atlantic swell that everybody promised. We've still got big chock instead. But yeah, I've slept, and Paul is no longer on IV fluids, so he's a free man, as he put it. Paul has his hat on, which suggests he's going to come and join me in the cockpit, which is good. Get him back up here in the sun. Back out on this ghastly ocean. No, it's actually very pretty. It's just exhausting. Everyone's felt so tired. Half of us felt quite seasick, or have been very seasick. We're just quite desperate for a good sleep, a good rest. I'm going to try and make nachos later. It's the halfway point since we turned west, because our normal halfway point just went wrong the more and more south we went. So when we turned west, we worked out a new waypoint, and today is reaching our waypoint day. So I'm going to make nachos in a very wavy, manner. Oh, gold.
There once was a ship that put to sea, and the name of that ship was the Billy O.T. The winds were about to down, blow me bully boys blow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. She had not been 2 weeks from shore, and down on her a right whale bore. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our hit the water, the whale's tail came up and caught her. All hands to the side, harpooned and fought her when she dived down low. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the timing is done, take our leave and go. No line was cut, no whale was freed, and the captain's mind was not on greed. But he belonged to the whalesman's creed, he took that ship in tow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the timing is done, take our leave and go.
Hi. Oh. We pray no big spell comes. Just as I try and take it out the oven. Come on, Baba. Oh, a little singed on top. Sorry, folks. Hope you all like burnt cheese. Ah. There's a little black on top.
How good does that look?
A little burn. Who likes burnt cheese?
Wow, look at that.
Slightly over grilled.
Amazing.
And we've got 4 cans of cold Fanta.
In the fridge. Too many treats.
I think we need them. Oh, we've just gifted, is that the word?
Yes.
Neptune with a whole roll of loo roll. Should have fallen down our loo. With the request, what was the request in the end?
Safe passage to wherever we end up.
That's fair enough. I said we should give it to him saying we've had enough of your but apparently that wouldn't have gone down well. So, others are feeling more favourable towards the gods than me. Let's serve it up.
The gift of wet toilet roll to Neptune went down a treat, but it was short-lived as the calmer seas only lasted around 12 hours. Obviously, this was our fault. We will be more specific with timings next time. Currently Tuesday, rocking and rolling. Hopefully the last week. Battling with loads of squalls at the moment.
School after school, innit? Had us up early this morning.
Yeah, so woke us up.
Relentless.
Yeah, 5-6 o'clock. So the Genoa backed, and we had about 40 knot gust, which was a little bit unpleasant, but we got through it. And yeah, just a few schools today so far.
Couldn't sleep, huh? It's 10 o'clock. I've just come on watch. Tony's meant to be sleeping but cannot. Moon's out, stars are out. Waves are picking up again.
Hello, Bryony. My name's Orangery. We're crossing the Atlantic together. Would you like to share my boat? I'll let you sleep.
Don't think nightmares.
It's Friday. Friday, the last Friday.
Ever.
Good Friday.
We've got how many? 301 nautical miles left.
We have, so hopefully by Sunday we'll be there.
Ooh. It's a bit rolly.
Don't drop the camera.
I would have asked to film in these conditions. It's a bit rolly again, isn't it?
Yeah, but yeah, last night was a bit of an epic with the squalls. Me and Bryony both helmed through our watches. I'm just about to go and watch. Bryony's about to go to bed. So
You got your coffee. Alright, I'm gonna love you and leave you. Have a good watch.
right, good night.
Night night. Last night on passage.
Last night. It's pretty peaceful.
Yeah.
Swells died down. We're wing on wing. There's no side swell kicking the boat up. I came up the companionway to a strange sight. Bryony had turned herself into a tree and started to assimilate with the unsuspecting birds.
Hey Louise. Just hanging with my bird. Tony took over watch with the birds as company so that I could sleep, and I awoke to the most beautiful sight. Say it together, Cutterbuffs. Land ho! We wasted no time planning the award ceremony for who had guessed most accurately how long our crossing would take. Guesses were stashed in the ground coriander jar to win Jackie's jar of Nutella. And as per last week's video, the Wildlife Spotting Challenge badge.
Okay. Are we reading them out?
We are reading them out, yeah. So what was the total time? 20. How many days, Paul? Come on.
Well, today's the 26th day, but not a complete day. So the actual time of picking up the boy was 12:11. So it's 25 days plus 12 hours.
Excellent. Right, so
Cool, what's the date today?
Today's the 28th.
It's like 25 days.
Yeah.
we're very grateful to Mr. Stowaway Cabbage for presiding over this event.
So, Bryony had 21 days, 8 hours, 54 minutes.
I was a little optimistic.
It's got no name on it.
That's me.
20 days, 14 hours.
Even more optimistic.
I wanted my record broken.
Jackie, 19 days,
Crumbs.
Let's get more optimistic.
Why not?
28 minutes.
Tony went for 18.
So I went for 24 days, 3 hours, 34 minutes.
You are the rightful winner of the smallest jar of Nutella in the world.
Hold up your prize.
Yeah. Well done.
Yay! Very well deserved. And we're now on to our subsidiary award, which is for the Wildlife Spotting Badge. So I can announce in reverse order that I came last. I was the winner with only 1 day of the highest score. Paul and Tony are joint second with 3 days.
Oh, wow.
And I am very delighted that the worthy winner is Bryony, champion of champions with 4 days. And if you'd like to come and collect your badge, it has been made out of the
My badge.
the crepe bandage that you used on Paul's cannula, which I feel is quite poignant. And the emblem isn't how to open an easy open tin of tuna.
Jackie, this is art.
Someone make sure Bryony's like
There you go.
fully acknowledged for the efforts that she made.
The badge is pinned on.
Tony, of course, had the honour of raising the Q flag to indicate that we were new arrivals and needed to check in. When we first said that we were going to sell everything to buy a boat and sail around the world, nobody really seemed to believe us. Until we found SV Rhythm and announced her as our new home. And just 7 months after first hoisting sails and leaving the UK as pretty newbie sailors, we've covered 10,000 nautical miles, the last 3,290 of which were sailing across the second biggest ocean on Earth. And this is only the beginning.